Oh, no. Oh, you can't do that, Kamala. You cannot do that. This is the biggest podcast in the world. If you want to win, you got to sit with Joe Rogan and answer some questions that Rom don't need to play the game. Bars. Now, Trump is going to be on Joe Rogan tomorrow, from what I understand. I haven't watched Joe Rogan since I heard about that Planet of the Apes comment that he made. I saw that footage. I was like, oh, what? At least it wasn't as bad as what Hulk Hogan said in that tape where he got caught, but it was almost just as bad. So I ain't watched the man. Every once in a while, I'll see clips in Twitter feed, but if you don't know about it, you'll have to look it up. As a black person, I heard that. I was like, nah. But anyway, when you're a political candidate, I guess you're going to want to go on there. Trump's been wanting to go on there, and he finally's going to go on there now. And it says here that Kamala Harris snubs Joe Rogan and All In podcast won't face tough questions, claims tech mogul David Sachs, and shocking revelation. Well, I know she has a problem with questions, and Joe Rogan would absolutely tear her apart very calmly in the way that Joe Rogan does interview people and talk to people and the way he asks questions. He would peel that onion to the bone. And I don't think she could handle a 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast. Come on now. Absolutely not. I didn't do the reaction to the town hall yet. I don't know if I am. That's why I polled you guys. And it looks like most of you want me to, but I'm just tired right now. I'm tired. I know it's going to be all the same word salad stuff. Dodging questions. I've already seen clips, but if this is true, that she turned him down, that's exposing her weaknesses. At least just walk to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Act like you ain't afraid. Vice President Kamala Harris has reportedly turned down an invitation to appear on Joe Rogan's popular podcast and the widely followed All In podcast, according to venture capitalists and tech mogul David Sachs. The news, which surfaced during a recent podcast episode, has ignited debate over Harrison's decision to avoid what many see as two of the most influential platforms in today's media landscape. Sachs, a co-host of the All In podcast, revealed that the offer was extended to Harris, but she declined to participate. Kamala won't face the tough questions, Sachs claimed, fueling speculation that the vice president may be avoiding high-profile interviews where she could face more unscripted and challenging conversations. That's what I think was going on. The All In podcast, known for its freewheeling discussions on politics, technology, and culture, often feature high-level guests, and the opportunity for Harris to reach a wide audience has now become a missed one. Let me ask you this question. This is for the Kamala supporters. Y'all see the way she's been fumbling questions. Don't try it. Don't say she ain't been fumbling questions. To me, Joe was answering questions better than her a lot of times. What? I don't understand. What's your defense for this? What's your defense for when she's not answering these questions? Right. Look, everybody knows that I'm more for Trump than I am for her. And I've even seen him tap dance on questions. But she taps dance and word salads on questions way more than he does. What is your defense for her? What is your defense for this? She can't answer these hard questions. She can't give certain hard, ironclad yes or no questions with an explanation. And you're still voting for her? I don't understand this. To help me, please. Joe Rogan's podcast is known for its in-depth and often controversial interviews, also boasts millions of listeners. The vice president's decision to decline both platforms has raised eyebrows like this. Especially considering Rogan's reputation for asking provocative, sometimes uncomfortable questions. Exactly. He peels that onion really quietly and really calmly. So he's a great interviewer. Sometimes uncomfortable questions of his guests. Harris' avoidance of these media outlets has led to criticism from both political opponents and members of the media, some of whom argue that this reflects a pattern of administration being unwilling to engage in tough, unfiltered dialogue. Yeah. Social media was quick to respond to Sachs' revelation, with many expressing disappointment at Harris's decision. One user on X, formerly Twitter, commented, "Kamala's avoiding Joe Rogan. She can't handle the real questions." Another user added, "She's scared of facing the truth. Both Rogan and All In would have exposed her." Supporters of Harris, however, defend her choice, suggesting that the platforms are not conducive to the type of meaningful conversation needed. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Y'all know what is happening. Y'all know what is happening. Sachs didn't mince words about the situation, stating that the vice president is missing a crucial opportunity to connect with voters in a more transparent and engaging format. As a matter of fact, so many guys love and watch Joe Rogan. You're trying to get the male vote? Go on Joe Rogan. It's a chance to reach an audience that might not be watching the traditional news cycle, he remarked. True, adding that the declining interviews only fuels perceptions that Harris is avoiding scrutiny. This decision comes at a time when Harris and Biden administration have faced mounting criticism over handling of key issues, including inflation, immigration, and foreign policy. While Harris has given interviews to more traditional outlets, her rejection of high-profile podcasts like Rogan and All In has sparked further debate. Political analysts are divided on the potential impact of Harris's choice. Some argue that declining the invitation is a smart move, allowing her to avoid potentially hostile interview, while others believe it reinforces the narrative that the administration is out of touch with a significant portion of the electorate. You damn right. You damn right. I tell you this, it's a win-lose or lose. It's a lose-lose because she couldn't handle it. But if she had the courage to do it, I would give her that. But if she's going to fumble it like she did that town hall, it's 3 hours of fumbling. It's going to put a nail in the coffin. That's what it's going to do. I guess it would be best for her to avoid it. We'll need to add more bodies to the pile. You know what I mean? It's... Please post your comments down below. Let me know what you think, though. Should she do it or should she not? 10 million subscribers.